Hey, good evening. It's Donna Nelson, episode 39 of Rooted in Wisdom, a daily dose of Donna. Today, for episode 39, we're talking about what does your dream ideal day look like? So I know from my coaching that most of us don't really look at our life in this light as having a dream ideal day. So maybe we have goals or we have visions or we have these intentions, maybe even a vision board, what our plans are, all of those kinds of things, right? Like words that we use to describe how we get from point A to point B, or what we know we have to do in, say, a to do list for the day. But what about having a dream ideal day? What would that look like if you actually had one? So, in my Breakthrough to Wholeness program, which we just got done wrapping up in March, but there is a wait list. I'll actually drop the link so that you can get on the wait list as I talk about this. If it's something you might want to do the next time that I run it, then you'll know firsthand and get in on all the bonuses and the specials and all of that on the front end. But on day 29, when we're about to wrap up, is we create this ideal day. And one of the things I realized there was a real intention behind that. So earlier in the program, uh, we decide on this one big thing that we want to accomplish this year. And why it may not be a big thing, it's this one thing that you absolutely know, no matter what, this is something that you want to accomplish between now and say the end of the year. And then the ideal day that we do in day 29 is around what is my ideal day need to be in order to incrementally work toward this accomplishing this one big thing. So that's a really important step in the 30 days of each process, moving toward wholeness and achieving this one big thing. And so it's not the ideal dream day necessarily. But what I realized is that, and this is going to be a piece that I'm going to add into the Breakthrough to Wholeness program, is that we need to have this bigger vision, right? And I'm saying specifically within my program, in that ideal day for that one big thing, where does that one big thing fit into the whole intention of what we want as an ultimate outcome of how we want to be, how we want to live our life, um, through to the end, say, right? Whatever that is, to retirement, to whatever that timeline is. And so, as I was thinking about this past week when I was working with a coach, um, one of my colleagues is in Mexico right now, and was just sharing, her story and her journey about her goal was um, to be able to, for her and her husband, her family, to be able to have location independence, to be able to live all over the world. And that's what they have done. And it reminded me that that is why I created my coaching business, to have this location independence, this financial freedom of time and money and location, freedom and independence, so that I can travel and be and do whatever I want to whenever I want to, because my coaching business can go wherever I go because I work from my laptop. And I've created a framework that allows me to be able to work from anywhere because of the way that I work, creating digital programs, working one on one virtually, all of those things. And so while my dream ideal day may not look anything like yours, um, the idea of creating this so that each day we have something that lives and breathes within us and gives us a deeper purpose of something really exciting moving forward. And so I've done a lot of things that have um, created excitement and given me a lot of purpose in my life. And one of those is my nonprofit that I've created. And but it goes beyond that, right? So what is it? So talking about our ideal day, what do we need to do each day to incrementally become who we need to be to create that ideal day? Because it's really about the becoming of who we are that gets us into the action to be able to move toward whatever that vision is, whatever that I'm using ideal day, right? So what's the ideal day that you desire? And what I realized even about myself, and I mean, this is going on for a long time, right? Is that writing that down, right? Like putting that vision in writing for me was like, I'll say tentative about it, right? Like, oh my gosh, could that happen? Could I really do that? Would I really do that? Is that really possible? And then, we start with the, well, what ifs, or I can't because, or I have these limitations, or whatever it is, right? We start creating these blocks and then we minimize our vision to like, well, this is good enough, right? And so we need to get out of this kind of, in order to create that true ideal, that thing that would be like so freaking amazing, that you really want for yourself, but you're afraid to like really speak it. And I'll talk to that in just a minute. But we have to be able to move out of this survival mode, this mode of the status quo, like, well, this is good enough, right? Or this um, accepting of life as is. Boy, I see way too much of that, right? Like just accepting as it, like it's like the used car that you buy, or you're buying like I don't know, like a secondhand computer or something, right? And or a used appliance, right? You're buying it as is. So you're taking for whatever, the prices that you got it for, and you're like, well, this is what I got, and you're taking your chances that it works out to feel good, to work the way you wanted it to, instead of actually kind of tying into what we talked about yesterday, right? Being the cause of the outcome instead of allowing the outcome to be whatever it is, right? That whole cause and effect. So in this, we're built. Maybe we could say we're building on that in the sense of you're creating that vision for your ideal day, and then we're backing up to decide what do I need to do incrementally each day to be more of the person who is going to be living that life. So if you pause and look at your future self and what it will look like for you, who you will be when you get to that place. What do you need to be now or be doing each day to be able to do that? And in even further, what do you need to eliminate right now, starting to incrementally remove from your life to be able to do that, to have that? And who do you need to remove from your life to do that and to be that, to be able to experience that? And maybe who do you need to include in your life, right? Because that could also be, so the removal of those are the ones that are holding you back, the ones that are never going to participate in that with you. They're the weight that is holding you down, holding you back, getting in your way, clogging your vision, clouding your mind, creating doubt, creating fear. And then who do you need to add to your life? Meaning maybe that is a mentor, maybe it's a partner to enjoy that with. What does that look like? And so, what resources do you need to bring into your life right now to be able to support you to get to that ideal day? So, so it's what are the daily activities that that I need to be doing to work toward achieving that? What are the thoughts that I need to have each day to have that ideal day? What are the visions that I need to stay aligned with to have that ideal day, that ideal life outcome? So, and not an ideal day. I keep saying ideal day because that's what we did in Breakthrough. I'm talking about ideal life. What does that ideal life look like? What are those daily incremental steps of being, doing, thinking that create that ideal life? So, and then what does that vision look like? And who do I need to help me with that? Who do I need to eliminate so I can do that? And um, what was the other thing that I said? Because I'm totally making it up. And what do I need to do each day? What do I need to eliminate? So yeah, what do I need to get rid of? What do I need to add? Who do I need to get rid of? Who do I need to add to be able to create that ideal life? So first you have to know what that ideal life looks like, and you have to have the courage to create it from a place of belief that it's yours, you own it, you can have it, because if you can think it, if you can envision it, then it is yours. And it's just a matter of removing these blocks that are getting in your way. And I've realized over the years that um, my belief in my ideal life vision gets bigger, not only because of my awakening, right? My own consciousness that expands my belief and the possibilities. And the more I do the inner work, the more I'm removing those doubts and those discouragements and all the heavy energy that has been created in my life over the decades, right? But also seeing others who are doing those things that I would love to do, and they're expanding my vision to opening up that's possible for me too, in a way that, oh wow, I didn't even know that that existed, or I didn't even know that I could do that. So thinking about um, my friend that's in Mexico right now, you know, living, like in the bay, at the beach, in the sun and the heat that I just love. I'm thinking, what am I doing? I could be doing that because I could be anywhere right now. So, oftentimes through life, especially over the last year, I mean, we just can't deny that. But even with that, so many of my colleagues have literally been traveling for the last year and a half to all over the country, all over, because I'm in the States, all over the States, all over, different islands and so forth, where, there haven't been um, significant restrictions for travel and so forth. So, it becomes this perception, this belief that we have that we attach to. Why? Because it's who we're listening to, who we're hanging out, what we're allowing to come into our mind that is creating our reality for us. So, in the sense of tying to what I was talking about last night on cause and effect, that you can cause the effect, it's exactly what we're talking about right now. And that is, you can create your vision, but you can only create your vision as big as your experience and your consciousness. And so, and you'll only execute based on those two things. So even if your vision may be to, let's just say, buy a yacht and sail um, around the world, right? Um, your goal to hit all the continents, whatever it is. um, while that may be like a big vision, right? If you don't really have, there's nothing between here and there that you can really see like as a plan to map out, Or you go, wow, that would be awesome. But then there's that doubt of, well, I don't know how that's possible for me, because how much does a yacht cost? And in my lifetime, based on this job that I have, or this, my current income status, or my current investments, or whatever it is, I don't know how that's possible. Well, then it's not possible, because your belief isn't attached to it. So it is possible because you thought it. So if you think it, you can make it possible. And we get creative with the more courage that we have, and with the more self-awareness and connectedness to our truth, and believing that we are the cause of the effect. We are in control of the outcome. So the dream, the vision doesn't matter, because it can be whatever you want it to be. But what matters is, who do you need to become to do that? What are the things? I'm just going to recap one more time. What do you need to get rid of in your life to do that? What do you need to add to your life to have and be that? Who do you need to get rid of in your life, to create more energy and space, to be and do that? And who do you need to add to your life? What are the supports that you need to get you there? So we all need supports in different ways, at different times throughout our entire journey. And the more we utilize those supports, the quicker we can get there, because we're able to do the inner work, faster, and that will move us further faster. What else did I want to say about that? All right, does that make sense? So, I was going to drop the link to Breakthrough. So if anybody wanted to, get on that wait list, so next time we kick that off, Breakthrough to Wholeness wait list. All right, let me put that link there. All right, I put the link in the comments. Let me just look at my 3 notes that I have. So consider for yourself, what are the top 3 most important things for your ideal life? So, so it might be money freedom, time freedom. I'm telling you my 3. Money freedom, time freedom, geographic freedom, right? So I can work anywhere, live anywhere, and have the financial means to be able to do that. So, and then from there, knowing those things, then you can start creating, the vision from that, or create, the picture, right? Maybe it's a location, maybe it's a certain lifestyle, whatever those things are. And then you can start filling in the gaps, right? Like what needs to happen for that to happen. All right, I'm being redundant. That is my 2 cents of wisdom for today. I'd love to hear if you're open to sharing in the comments what your ideal life is. Share it in a sentence or 2, or a word or 2. And I'd love to hear that and see how I could support you and offer some suggestions to help move you toward that. All right, good night.